Good evening, Mayor Johnson and the Cypress City Council. I'm Assemblymember Sharon Quirk Silva, and I represent not only Cypress, but the 65th District. I would like to thank you for allowing me to speak to you tonight, as well as the residents of Cypress. I'm going to be speaking about the 2020 legislative session that we have just completed. Before I speak about that, I do want to say congratulations for the newly retired Chief of Police, Rod Cox. We know that he served the community well, and I was very sorry to miss his retirement, but best wishes. In addition, I and my team want to thank Mayor Rob Johnson for being recognized for a Citrus Hero Award. And also, I'd like to acknowledge the significance of that committee, where his focus has been on the Asian citrus psyllid, and that is an insect that can carry a disease that can actually be debilitating. In addition to that, I'd like to say a formal congratulations to Councilmember Mary Ellen York and Mayor Rob Johnson for their serving Cypress City for now 8 years, and wish them the best. I know they have spent a lot of time on their job as public servants, and the city appreciates it, and I do too. So speaking of the 2020 legislative cycle, it indeed has been very challenging from the very beginning of January 2020 to right now. Just like throughout the state, Orange County has worked tirelessly to deal with the coronavirus and the impacts not only on the economy, not only on small businesses, but on education and just about every part of our daily lives. Sacramento indeed has been as affected, as most of the session was put on hold from the end of March to almost June. We did return getting a smaller percentage of bills passed through, which I think some of you will actually think is a good idea, because sometimes the legislation coming from Sacramento is not always favorable, and I try to keep an eye out for that. But as some of you might know, we started the year, as far as our economy, seeming to be in a robust place, but sadly after COVID and all of the economic impacts, we indeed ended the budget cycle with a $55 billion deficit. That we believe will continue. There will be some very, very deep cuts coming in January, as some of the support from the federal government we did not receive. We worked very hard to protect adult daycare, Meals on Wheels, to make sure that our schools could in fact get what they needed as far as PPE. We also worked hard with our hospitals, making sure they could attain the PPE that they need. Although we have seen our numbers decrease in Orange County, we know that they can tick back up, especially after a holiday like 4th of July or Labor Day. So where we are right now is still in a moment where we are trying to do everything we can to open some of the businesses. We've been able to open them up a little bit more with outdoor dining. But on a positive note, I was named the new chair of what we'd call, in a short way, the Entertainment Committee. But the actual name is the chair of the California Assembly's Arts Committee, and that also includes internet, gaming, technology, media, films, sporting venues, youth sports, in addition to motion pictures and themes. So it's quite a big committee. I'm very happy to serve on it. But as a whole, we have seen that tourism and everything I just mentioned has been severely impacted, from our arts to our sports to our theme parks. Of course, in my district and in your area, we have seen Disney and Knott's Berry Farm not be able to open their doors in the way we're hoping for. So I can say that we are working aggressively with the governor to get him to work with the parks organizations to allow them to open safely, but in a place where they can open and stay open. This has not come easy. We are still in negotiations as of right now, but we're going to continue to work for that, as well as our theaters, our playhouses, because we know that they cannot work from inside their venue and outside at the same time, and that actually sums up to billions of dollars of revenue that we are losing. So this is going to be essential. The other major issue, as you know, and so does all of the parents in the community know, is getting our students back to school safely. I want to give a huge shout out to all the parents that are at home, or grandparents or caregivers, who are not only staying safe, but working and actually teaching their children by distant learning, and of course to the teachers. But that being said, our team has been out there when it has been possible to be safe with masks, but they've also handled hundreds of EDD cases where people have called our office and we've had successful completions. So with that, I would just want to say again, best wishes to you, stay safe, wear a mask, and I'm very, very honored to serve the city of Cypress. Thank you, everyone.